October the 15th, 2021, I posted Anachronism 3392. It's called My Point Is, and it starts with an epigraph, Weaponized Emphasis, by Anselm Berrigan, to which I say, huzzah, and why not? And we're poets, aren't we? Line the words up until they are worthy of a post. As a child, for example, I would have to help my dad on weekends building fences around pastures. So rather than spend a Saturday night reading Tolkien, let's say, or Stephen King, just to toss out a couple of faves from my youth, I'd be stuck in the sweltering heat somewhere middle of nowhere digging post holes, building fences, barbed wire so the cows won't get out, and so as to deter problematic animals from getting in, I suppose, although that didn't stop most also. And let's be honest here, a fence is a way to announce to whomever might happen along that this is not yours, it's mine. Stay away, keep out. No need for any sign, especially considering the fences my dad built, and it's going to be mine for a while, is basically what one of Dad's pasture fences would seem almost to say. In Arkansas history class, I remember the sing-songy rote way the teacher, he was also a football coach, but he was a terrific history teacher, I thought, taught us to say the Native American tribes that lived in our state before it was settled, before it was discovered, quote unquote, by Ponce de Leon, who was looking for the fountain of youth. So we were taught, and of course made his way north and into what became the United States in which I grew up, because there were rumors about a healing hot spring. Anyway, Choctaw, Chickasaw, Cherokee, Cree, and sometimes Sioux. I remember that, or that's how I remember it. Apparently it was wrong. Also, that years after I left Arkansas for what I assumed correctly would be the fabulous places in the beyond, that the coach was with his wife and kids in a car traveling home from somewhere, and a drunk driver hit their car, killing the coach's wife and kids. Perhaps I'm remembering it a bit incorrectly, but he lost his wife and child or children. Maybe she was pregnant. I really enjoyed Arkansas history class, and I had no expectation that would be the case. Quite the opposite. And social studies, which always gave me the worst grades. But when the coach was teaching, I got really into it. Choctaw, Chickasaw, Cherokee, Cree, and sometimes Sioux. That is exactly all that I can recall from spending an entire semester studying Arkansas history. If I had a point, what might it possibly be? That all day long I've been either sleeping or thinking about poetry, that I'm late for dinner, that I'm in love, that I miss my dad, that I read a lot of science fiction when I was in my youth, that I can no longer watch horror movies, no matter how much I want to. Is that true? That everything I thought I knew as truth was incorrect? I suppose there are ways one might get some real answers.